Hi all, this is Ashish Kyal here. Welcome to Elliott Wave News channel by Wave Strategy Advisors. And in today's session, we are going to discuss what is happening with Bank Nifty. In the previous week, we already saw the probable target levels of Nifty. We discussed as 9458, which was the upper end of the again projection level. And prices made 9450 level in the previous session, and it reversed from there. So it has worked out very accurately. As per the monthly research report, we showed this gain projection level in the month of March. We again showed in April, and it has worked out extremely well. So the entire path has been as per that shown in the monthly research report and short-term update of equity research report. So after touching 9450 levels, we are seeing some kind of nervousness or some kind of profit booking which is happening. And this is no surprise to us because the pattern as of now on the Nifty is very clear. So within the diametric pattern, we are in Wave G, and this looks to be very clear. Even the Wave G internal counts are shown in the daily report, which is very accurate. In today's session, we are going to discuss with what is happening with Bank Nifty, because this is also a very important index, and it also drives. It has been leading the Nifty on the higher side so far. And today, after seeing very sharp volatility in banks like Yes Bank, post some news announcement, and the other banking stocks like Axis Bank, which showed a very sharp reversal again after having a decent rally, that clearly indicates that Bank Nifty as a whole, even if it is moving higher, it has not been happening across the banking stocks. I mean, you look at ICICI Bank, it was up on a single day post the result announcement. After that, it continued to consolidate. Look at Axis Bank, it has been trying to go up, and as soon as it goes up, there is some selling pressure to intensifies, and then it starts moving down very sharply. Look at Yes Bank now. Yes Bank is a very important component, because this is one stock that has been leading Bank Nifty higher, that has been leading all the way higher during the current rally. And when the current leaders starts to falter, that is the sign of caution. So the current leaders like Yes Bank has been showing nervousness now, and that is why we are now taking a cautious stand against majority who are expecting much more higher levels on Nifty. So we are taking a cautious stand. The trend will remain positive over short term, but there is going to be some nervousness which we are or distribution which will happen over the period of next 1 or 2 weeks. We are going to see some range bound movement, and we are not going to see a very sharp move on the upside. So let me share across the Elliott Wave counts of Bank Nifty, the way we are seeing it right now, and it will help us to gauge if this index is indeed in the topping process, or it is probably moving in the form of a next impulsive rise. So let me show a very simple chart of Bank Nifty. So if you look at this chart, from the lows of 17,500, Bank Nifty has been moving higher. However, this entire up move cannot be counted as an impulsive rise, because internally I do not see any kind of an extension. If you use Neo Wave, which is advanced of Elliott Wave, the first and one of the most important rules is at least one of the waves should be extended. So in this entire rise, I do not see any kind of an extension, which means the entire internal counts have to be in the corrective fashion. Now try to understand, corrective waves does not mean prices cannot move higher. If it is in a terminal pattern or an ending diagonal pattern, all legs are corrective. So this is all corrective does not mean that it's not headed higher, or it's probably still in the corrective mode of 2008. It is not necessary. It means that the up move cannot be counted as impulsive. It has to be fitting into the patterns of double, triple correction, or diametric, or some kind of advanced pattern. What we are showing here is a triple corrective pattern which is ongoing. Post completing wave B, prices are now rallying in the form of wave C, and after this wave X. So this is the third standard pattern which is ongoing, and this third standard pattern is probably forming an extracting triangle. It is not forming a zigzag correction, but it looks like forming an extracting triangle, because wave C does not look impulsive here. Okay, so from medium term perspective, as an investor, if you look at this weekly chart from medium term perspective, you need to keep an eye on 21,380 levels, which is this low, and also this channel. So the blue channel has been extremely working well, and this is also the moving average which has worked well on this chart. So keep an eye on this moving average, keep an eye on this channel, As long as these levels are intact, medium term trend will not change. However, there is some kind of nervousness. Let me show across now the short term trend, which is on a 60-minute chart. So if you look at Bank Nifty on a 60-minute chart, you will see this is a 60-minute chart of Bank Nifty. Now a channel again. So basic first thing that any trader or analyst should do is draw a channel. If you draw this channel, you get a very good or precise levels. So prices managed to break above this channel. However, it failed to sustain there and is now again retesting this channel support. So over short term, Bank Nifty has a very important support lying in the zone of 22,400, I would say, because if it breaks below 22,400, it is re-entering the channel, opening the downside possibilities over here. And if it is managing to bounce back, there is a possibility we might again see a retest of 23,000 on upside. For a strong positive trend to emerge, we need a break above 23,000. The reason being, this entire up move has been happening on lack of momentum. So if you look at the RSI hourly chart, there has been negative divergence, which means the up move price are making new highs, but RSI is not. Also, if this is an probably a triangle pattern or some kind of a neutral triangle pattern, we completed wave A here, we completed wave B here. This is wave C. Now, since wave C is bigger than A, this is probably a neutral triangle pattern. We are now going to see wave D, which is probably started or should start soon, and that is going to lead to some down move towards this moving average. There is a possibility, or it can also lead towards the level of 21,900 on the downside. Now, these possibilities will open only and only when 22,400 is broken decisively, which is the gap area, and prices re-enter into the blue channel. If it manages to bounce back from here, then we can expect a few more days of drifting on the higher side, not a very strong trend, and taking prices back towards 23,000 mark. So in a nutshell, the overall banking index is also looking like a distribution. It does not look like starting a fresh leg on upside from here. Similarly, Nifty doesn't look like starting a fresh leg, because as we discussed in the previous session on Friday at 4, the Nifty was also in a distribution phase. So we can clearly see that on Nifty, we can see that there is some nervousness creeping in on Bank Nifty as well, because price failed to sustain about 23,000 here. There is negative divergence. Nevertheless, there is no confirmation that the short position should be created here. It is time to now be cautious, wait for support levels. If 22,400 breaks, yes, then there is a possibility we will open up downside targets, and then a stop loss can be placed for short positions. If price manages to show some bounce back from here, we can again retest 23,000 levels or 23,100 on the upside. So that is how the trading strategy should be devised. What is also important is, if you look at this blue moving average, that was providing good support to prices all the while from 21,400, but now that is also broken. So which means momentum is not picking up, and I'll take a contrary stand to the majority who are expecting a very sharp rally. I do not think we are having a sharp rally. I think over next few weeks, next few days or weeks, we might have some consolidation, range bound action on Nifty. Similarly, on Bank Nifty, volatility might increase, but again within a range of 22,400 to 23,000, and break of these levels can be used to initiate fresh short or long positions. So stay tuned. That is the Elliott Wave structure of Bank Nifty, and that is how you have to look at channels, moving averages, and Elliott Wave combined together, with an indicator like RSI showing negative divergence. So that is helping to understand the overall momentum. And you should also look at the overall banking stocks. So if the leaders are not rallying now, which means something is changing, the market dynamics are changing, and we will be very closely observing this index and the banking leaders, and mentioning it in our daily research report, the Financial Waves short-term update. So from here, I'll just take a second to update you. We are having a summer offer right now, where if you can subscribe for 9 months on the equity research report, get other research report free, along with some discounted pricing. You can visit the website wavesstrategy.com and get a detailed outlook on this offer from there. Also, in case you have any queries or doubts, you can post it on our traders forum. You can plot your own charts on wavestrategy.com/charts over there. You can plot your own Bank Nifty charts. post it across your accounts or your analysis on the forum, and I'll be more than happy to respond, or majority can learn from your outlook and your probable counts. So in case of other queries, you can always reach out to me on 99204 22202, or write to us at helpdesk@wavesstrategy.com. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. See you again next week, same time at 4 o'clock. At 5 p.m. this video will be updated on our website, wavesstrategy.com, and you can access it from there as well. Thank you. Have a blissful weekend.